to know. All right, it is moon time. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get started and see who pops on, right? I hope everyone is well, feeling loved, safe, and protected. We're gonna get some moon messages. Let's see. What to learn. So as I was getting ready, there's a lot of chatter about returns, people coming back. So I know it's in the energy, right? But let's go ahead and get talking about this Capricorn, or full moon in Capricorn, right? So it's all about drive, focus. It's also about celebrating how far we have come thus far this year, right? It's about making plans, going for those goals, and really just getting grounded in what we need. Hi! How are you, friend? So good to see you. Yeah, you know what? I got to try and come over here more often, right? I got to spread the wealth. I actually think I'm going to start doing, like, streaming on both. I'm going to figure that out. How are you, friends? I hope you are well. We are going to get talking about this moon. We're going to pick up some moon energy. I know, right? So exciting. So they had me pick out some interesting decks. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Welcome, you guys. We're going to get started on some moon energy, right? We are here. I know. Oh my God, okay, so let me tell you, like that song came on, okay, and he started just belting it out, and he goes, make a video, mama. And so I'm like, okay, cool, if you want to make nightly videos while we're trying to go to bed, I'm here for it. Hi, Hannah, how are you? So yeah, he's a mess. Like he just started singing, and I was cracking up. He picked out the filter. I just, I let him, whatever. I don't care. So I said, well, what song are we going to do tomorrow? Right? So we'll have another one. Maybe we'll make it a nightly thing, right? He always is like, Mama, TikTok. I'm like, no, baby, you don't need to be on TikTok. Oh my God. He is a mess. So we're going to get started. We're just going to like dive into this energy. As I was getting ready, there is, I got some downloads, and so we have somebody, oh yeah, Tori, if you weren't here last time, we have a AI moderator in here. So yeah, it's amazing. So we have somebody who is questioning why they did something. We have somebody who is trying to figure out like how they got off path, and you have somebody who, they're trying to figure it out. Okay. And it looks like somebody wants to come in for a reconciliation. Here, let me just tell you what they want to tell you real quick. Yeah, something's been illuminated to somebody. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Something's been illuminated to somebody that ghosted you. They're being haunted, okay? So your person is being haunted, or the person on your mind, I don't know, right? But listen, somebody wants to get up into this higher consciousness, okay? And it's like they're definitely getting hit, okay? So... I was like, oh my God, they have ideas, okay? They have ideas. And so this person has been spending a lot of time reflecting, and it was like they want to come back and be like, I'm a new person. Okay, they are looking for love. Hi, Helena, how are you? Welcome. So, with this moon, okay, we are working on manifestations, right? We're working on our high vibes. We're like celebrating our wins. And yes, thank you guys so much. But let me tell you, this person doesn't know how to do this. They don't know how to get back, okay? So, anywho, I mean, I know I said it was good. I'll do a quick moon message and then we'll get back to this. But yeah, so your person is working up the confidence, right, to do this. Yeah, don't forget to hit the little thumbs up so that, you know, it gets liked. And then I definitely will be posting this so you guys can come back and see it. Okay, so we're going to just take a gander at the moon energy, right? And so we're going to talk about, like, what have we achieved, okay? What has the collective achieved? What are we reaching for? And what do we need to release, right? So what are we celebrating right now? What are we celebrating? Because, you know, we've gone through 6 months, right? Let's see. Got a couple things, right? Okay. You're celebrating getting through some major trials, tribulations, right? You're celebrating a transformation. I know a lot of you have gone through a major transformation, right? You're also celebrating, could be love. Maybe you're feeling, I feel like we are looking at life with a lot more love in our hearts. This is also like you're finding a lot more cooperation, balance, and just partnerships. Like we're able to look at partnerships in a way that we weren't able to before, okay? So definitely, you know, a huge achievement. Getting through those freaking towers, right? Like your life has had things flying out of there for a while. Okay, so we're celebrating that we are coming into balance, that we have overcome and have been doing this amazing transformation. So what is the next step in reaching your goals, right? What's the next step? Well, FYI, keep working on your manifestations, okay? But it is also about being consistent. You are consistently putting in the work. This is like making plans. Hello, you guys, I told you, like you need to get in that little journal mode and start really coming up with a plan. What is it that you want? Ask for it. The universe wants to give it to you. God wants to give it to you. Your angels want to give it to you. So how are you going to get there? I mean, this is like, you know, the Page of Pentacles is, you know, good news. It's opportunities. It's discovering a new path. It's your manifestations. So we really just need to be open, eager, and ready, you know, to get on it. You know, I mean, honestly, it's so exciting. There's a lot of yellow in this card, so it is you guys stepping into your personal power. Like, how freaking amazing is that? Oh my God, I love that. Oh yeah, wrapping it. Get that clear quartz, girl. Wrap it up. Put it on your pillow. I love it. I mean, honestly, it is. And you know, when you start, and it's funny because like I said, I did that yesterday. I lived the life that I wanted to live. And I told that to my friend earlier today. And I was like, you know, yes, I love the 369 method. Perfect. You know, but when you start envisioning what your life could be, and then you start just doing it, like, it's kind of liberating, to be honest with you. You know, it's like now you can kind of envision what that day would look like. And that's what you're being called to do here. You know, really, what does that day look like? Because, you know, this manifestation, what it is that you're working on, God, the universe, your angels, see how consistent you've been, how faithful you've been, how loyal you've been to these plans. And when you make these plans, you're grounding them. Okay, so you're really putting it out there like, yep, this is what I want, solidifying them, right? Hi, Thelma, how are you? So we are manifesting. Write that down. Tomorrow, I think it's at like 4:37 is the moon. So we've got like 24 hours before, 24 hours after. You've got some moon time. Alyssa, what are you doing? Oh my God, so good to see you. Listen, I can't keep up with your names. All your names, they change all the time. But I love it. You keep me on my toes. So, you did. You're always on time. So, honestly, you guys, freaking manifest that shit, okay? Like, we are, write it down, live it, be it, love it, you know, all the things, right? Because God, the universe, the angels want to give this to you. You have done so much work. I mean, look at you. Your life was in shambles. Okay. And you were able to come from this. Oh, 10. I love it. So to this. So you left the energy of upheaval, chaos, all the things, and you found balance, love, harmony within yourself, you know, at least, if not more. You found it. So guess what? Reward. You know, we got to be rewarded. Okay, let me get a sip of my drink. I got that headache stuff in there. I got this weird like sinus pressure, but it's so humid down here. What are you releasing? Let's talk about that. Being stagnant. Honey, you got to take action. Okay, you can manifest all day long. You can write these lists down, but if you don't actually take action on it, it's out the window. So I feel like somebody has a fear of change. Somebody has like, they're just avoiding, you know, whatever it is they may need to walk away from. It's a little emotional, right? Oh, and it was just at 11:11 on our timestamp right here. I love this. So there's a fear of change, which, I mean, honestly, hello. If you've had a life like this, of course there was a fear of change. But it's time to move. Okay, it's time to move forward. It's time to embrace the change with courage and optimism. It's time for you to just walk away, let go, surrender, and walk in your truth. We talked about that a little bit last night, right? We have to walk in our truth. Yeah, you're leaving things behind, but they're empty. They don't bring you any... they're not bringing you any joy, any satisfaction. So just know that, you know? Okay, so let's take a look at some moon cards, and then we'll get some more messages, because I do think, like, there's somebody that really wants to chat tonight. They were real chatty as I was getting ready, and I was like, oh, gosh, I was going to do a moon thing, but it sounded like it's going to be a love thing. Okay, so for you guys right now, do you know what they want you to do? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you do what you gotta do, right? If we have to uninstall things, we gotta block things. I mean, honestly, but let me tell you. So the divine wants you to focus on abundance. Focus on abundance. What is abundance to you, right? So this is like, they want you, there's a lot of creativity here too, okay? So there's a lot of creativity. There's something about maybe the way that you think is different or look at things differently, right? But this is also like that sacral. So it's really listening to that gut, really listening to your passions. Abundance. This can be health, wealth, joy, happiness, love, all the things. So really focus on calling in that abundance more, right? Let's see. They're coming out 2 at a time. Yeah, so it is Sagittarian energy. Okay, so this is see the bigger picture. You know, things have been difficult, but it was for you to learn, right? You had to learn how to let go of those limiting beliefs. You had to learn to find your own footing. And, you know, like right now, I started a Patreon, right? And we're starting with self-love. And it really is, from the time we were born until now, right? Because we're going through this awakening if you're on a spiritual path, but it's like, your whole life you have people telling you how things are supposed to be, what you're supposed to think, what's acceptable, what's not. And it takes a very brave and courageous person to leave those beliefs behind. What do you believe? What is your soul telling you, right? And it is, breathe through the tension. Not everybody's going to love this new you. Not everybody's going to love your new beliefs, you know, but what is your heart telling you? What is your gut telling you, right? It is about self-discovery. It's about finding who you are and finding the balance within, finding that love within, you know? I mean, so many people really have a hard time with themselves. They have a hard time loving themselves because they honestly don't even know who they are. you know? I mean, they don't love what they believe, but they believe it because they were told to. You know, they don't love what they're doing, but they're doing it because they feel like that's what they should be doing. A lot of the times we have to learn to shed the shoulds, right? Okay, kids. And you want to know what? God, the universe, the angels support you. Okay? They're supporting you in your decisions. They're just supporting you in this transformation, right? And they're doing this because, look, you surrendered to the divine. You know, now, you know, full moons are about achievements, illuminations, you know, really coming to the realization that things are happening. And it's like when you surrender to the divine, you're not doing this alone. All of a sudden, you have support, you have help. The biggest thing that they want to tell you right now is face your fears. It's time for you to face your fears, because guess what, you guys? You have a freaking door that is opening, enchanted. It's so magical that you can't even believe how freaking magical it is. Okay? Like, love it. Leads to achievement. And you know what? You're freaking magic. Okay? You are magic. Oh, look at this. I'm pure magic. You're pure magic. And you have to remember that. There is a magical blessing, a new path that's opening because you have surrendered. You know, yes, you're magically supported. And guess what? You know what? You had to take that reality check. You know, this is Capricorn energy. You had to be like, you know what? I don't like the direction I'm going. And look, it's time to take action. You know it deep down in your being, in your soul, in your heart, in your mind. Like, you really do know it's time. It's time for things to move. And we hold our own happiness in our own hands. Why is my nose itchy? Somebody's getting a visitor. Okay, honestly, stop. Yeah, so itchy. So somebody is definitely getting a visitor soon. Sorry. Oh my God, it like came out of nowhere as soon as they said these doors are opening. But listen, you do. You hold your happiness in your own hand. And we have to choose. Is that Vivian? Hi, Vivian. What are you doing? We're about to talk about love here in just a second. I was going to get a couple affirmations. So yeah, you guys, like, you hold this. It's time for you to take action. Where are you going? Okay, let me get a couple. I know it's so weird because I'm like, oh, who is this? Who is this? Don't forget to like the live, you guys, so that you know, it pushes it out a little bit more too. It's a weird scenario over here, I know. I am going to figure out how I can double stream. I know, it's so weird, right? So that way the people that like to be on TikTok, we can do TikTok and then, you know, try and grow this over here. Yeah, it's so weird, right? I'm just, you know, in case I get booted, I like to have a place for us to go, and you know where to find me. All right, so here we go. What's your affirmation? What's your mantra? You're gonna love this, I'm telling you. Oh my God, is that Amber? What are you doing? Oh my God, hi. So listen, what I seek is seeking me. I mean, you're going to love that, right? What are you looking for? It's looking for you. And that's what the universe is telling you. Write that down. Write it down. Put a clear quartz in there. Put it under your pillow. Make that shit happen, okay? Because they want to give it to you. What I seek is seeking me. I mean, honestly, get it. Get it. Call it in. I freaking love it. I am worthy of the very best in life and lovingly allow myself to accept what comes my way. Okay, well, what's coming your way is what you want. You want to step up, you know? We got to take action. We got to do the things we need to do to make these things happen. I allow my soul to lead the way. And that's it. Like, if it means that you have to let go of some limiting belief that you have been told since you were born. If it means that you no longer are available for things that make you feel uncomfortable or are not right. Like, cool. We're letting it go. You know, you've got a new path. You're figuring out who you are and where you want to go, right? Oh, good. You better put that in there. Look at you. I am strong. And what is this? I am beginning an exciting new path of self-discovery. Is this not what I just said? This sums it up right there. I am beginning an exciting new path of self-discovery. And it leads somewhere that you're like super excited about. I bring positive energy into my life. You're listening to that inner wisdom because you are in tune with God, the universe, the angels. I freaking love that, right? That just wrapped it all up. So let me tidy this up. Exactly. You have to go back to yourself, you know, and a lot of us have grown up in very strict, families. Everybody have very strict beliefs. And, nobody wants to upset anybody. But at the same time, like, some of it's just weird. It doesn't resonate. But it is, when you come to life with love and you come to life with forgiveness, and it's like a Christ-like, living, like it's a beautiful thing, right? Yes, light your candles, Okay, let's talk about this. We're talking about love. Somebody wants to come back. They're trying to figure out their why. Sorry, I had to get a sip. Okay, so they're trying to figure out their why, okay? It's like your person is realizing they showed me a picture of like a tree that was like, it looked like it had been like burned or something like that, but then there was new life coming out of it. So it was like this person could have gone through like some kind of ego unaliving, right? You gotta be real careful on the tube now. So this person could have gone through, like, they're realizing that living in their ego was not meant for them. And, you have to realize that if this hasn't come in yet, rejection is protection. It means this person is not ready. But it was really, yeah, listen, somebody's going to open up. They're dropping a mask. Okay. Somebody is dropping a mask. Okay. They want to open up. And the truth is coming out. Like this person is choosing change with that 5 up there. That's, a lot of things, because literally they are going between 2 worlds. They're like, do I do the right thing? Do I continue on the path that's not making me happy and leaving me empty, right? So they're choosing. This is almost the picture. So you have this regeneration. Okay. So look, you've got all this lava, right? And then you have this tree that's now coming out with new life and new growth. This person, again, 4 and 6, this is 10th house, Capricorn energy. This person wants to choose a new direction. That's almost the same thing they showed me in my mind. Right now, this person, I'm telling you, it's like you're figuring out your spot, who you are. There's inner conflict here, because it's like somebody knows they're not being true to themselves. Am I a zebra? Am I don't know, right? But look, 33, this is forgiveness. Somebody wants to come in and ask for forgiveness. 6, this is about, limiting beliefs, but it's also like changing their routines, choosing a healthier path, choosing a healthier mindset, right? There's a tree in your yard. Oh, dang it. You got a lava flow in your yard. Get out of here. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Oh, 24. So buy the book. That means they want to come in legit, right? Like, this is truth. This is somebody like getting their ducks in a row, or elephants, but things are coming into alignment, but in the way that they're meant to. Like, this person is by the book. So this is somebody who wants to be honest, forthright, all those things. But And those elephants, it's like obstacles are being removed. And look at this. They're overthinking it. Okay, they're totally overthinking it. They're sitting still. And this 4 and 4, so 44, that's a great number. But I look at it as 8. This is somebody overthinking a transformation, right? They're like, I know I want to change. I know I want to heal things. And this is in partnership, 7th house, that's love. So you have somebody that really wants to sit with you. They want to talk to you. Things have come too late to this person. And with all these stars here, it's like they're feeling like this is like cosmic order, right? Like this is like written in the stars kind of thing. They want to come in a very honest way. They keep showing it by the book. All right, let's see. Let's pull a couple cards. Let's see what's happening. They want to co-create with you. They know they're meant to build something with you. Oh my God. Look at that. Owl, this person's listening to their inner wisdom. And 4, this is house and home, right? This is somebody who sees foundation, who sees stability with you. This is somebody who knows like they're meant to build something with you. And it's like a freaking nest egg here. I mean, you guys are meant to do a lot together, okay? Let's see. Exactly. There's no place like home. This person looks at you like home. You feel like home to this person. You know, and this is definitely like, look at it. You left that light on for this person. You know, they gotta climb. Honey, they gotta climb, okay? But they see that you left that light on. But this person definitely is like, they're changing the way they're looking at things. They left, look at it. They know they left you hanging, okay? Bless it. Yeah, but now they're looking at you as home. This person is funny. Okay, so get ready. Get ready. You know what I'm going to tell you? Gifts. Gifts. So, hold on, what's this song? I can't have the songs up too loud on the tube. It's that Bon Iver and Taylor Swift song. What is that called? Hold on. Exile. Exile. Listen, it's about like a relationship that went crappy, okay? And one saying, like, I gave you so many signs and you didn't see it, right? Ooh, I'm getting chills. Okay, so Exile is Taylor Swift. Yeah, somebody does not like seeing you out having a good time. They don't they don't like it. They do not like it. I'm getting chills. Somebody needs to listen to that. This person, they want to come in, they want to tell you there's a change in the wind. Okay, so one, you're getting a friggin' gift, okay? And when you guys get your freaking gifts, I want to know what they are. Make sure they're amazing, because this person really left you in the dark, hanging, but you still left that light on. Bless your sweet little hearts. Getting a gift. There's a change. Change in the wind. Oh my God! And guess what? This is happening in the here and the now. Okay. This person wants to open that door. They no longer want to look at the past. They're no longer like stuck in the thinking about future, right? This person wants to open it now, in the here and now. So there's a change happening now. And that's also a 5. This change in the wind, this is 12. There's endings. This is spiritual. There's endings. This is also, you know, they want to communicate this, right? Yeah, listen, we are all waiting on gifts. Yes, and you know, and the thing is like, okay, and this person does, they want to come to the edge, okay? They want to come to the edge and they want to spill their heart to you. You know, this is a beautiful message. For some of you, look at it, I love this. This is like that luck. This is that serendipitous moment where you're just going to be like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that today, right? Things are just going to align. Like that movie, Serendipity, we talked about this before. Like, I'm telling you, some of you may just run into your people unexpectedly, but expectedly, because you're listening to your gut and you go somewhere that you don't expect, and then there they are, right? But I do think like this person is really reaching, and they're really hoping that they'll be lucky enough to get you back, right? But yeah, there's definitely change here. And they do. There's a lot of this that they want to speak to you. Yeah, this was put to rest for a while, okay? But this person is thinking with their heart. That green in that card is your heart space, right? Maybe this person did not allow their heart to get involved. Have faith, right? This person could be praying. You could be praying. And it's like, yeah, and you know what? The funny thing is you probably will one day, like sometime soon. Like and that's the thing is like, listen to yourself. I mean, I can tell you that one time that guy was like literally 2 miles, 3 miles from my house, and they kept bringing me to the parking lot. They're like, you need something over at that Dollar Tree. Oh, you need it. And then I was supposed to go out with friends and restaurants. They ended up being closed. We ended up right there. And I was like, why am I always over here? There he was. There he was. It was trust me. I felt like I was like, oh no. Oh no. Here we are. Here we are. Now I know why I end up in this friggin' parking lot all the time. There's his car. Great. He never said what he was supposed to say. So, but I will tell you, like, there is, listen to yourself, right? Listen to yourself. Pay attention to your surroundings. It's your energy that's bringing this in, okay? And this is also, like, make sure that you are keeping high vibes, positive thoughts, you know, because your energy is what's drawing this person towards you, right? It's your healing energy that's bringing this person in. They want to balance something out because they off kilter. Okay, this person is off kilter. They want to balance something. Okay. Yeah, there's been a major disruption. That's that tower. I think both of you have gone through a lot. You know, there's been a lot of static. There's been a lot of misdirection. There's been a lot of projection. There's been a lot of things that have caused a lot of disruption in both of your lives. And it's ultimately to get you both back on path, you know? So is this person going to answer the call? Are they going to take the right path? Or are they going to end up all askew again? You know, like that's where we're at. Yeah, that rejection is protection. You know, it didn't come into fruition when you wanted it because you were being protected. And we honestly have to believe that. We have to believe that there was a reason it didn't happen then. It hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we look at it that way, it's because God, the universe, the angels, source, oneness of all, truly sees everything. They see everything, they hear everything, they know everything. And we only see things on a surface value, right? We're just like, oh my God, like, why has this person not... Yes, exactly. Why has this person not reached out? Why have we not communicated? And when you break it down, you start feeling less like a victim and more like, thank you. Thank you, God, for protecting me. You know, I can't see what goes on behind closed doors. I don't know the conversations that are being had, but I know that I am being protected. And like we always say, it's this or something better, right? So it's this or something better. And that's what we truly have to believe. This person got a lot of passion for you though, honey. They're a little spicy. But I do feel like this person had to ground their passions, right? I think some of them allowed their passions to be more than needed, okay? Some of them got a little wild out there. And it's like they had to learn how to reel that in a little bit. Again, they were living out of ego, right? They were living out of ego. We'll get into it, girl. Don't you worry. You want to know what's going on? This person's soul is hungry for more. They're tired of those empty cups. They are tired of the empty cups that they've been handed for however long, right? They're like, there is nothing here. There is no growth. There's nowhere for me to go. Like, this is just BS, right? Oh, these are so cute, these little emojis. So, but honestly, like, this is their soul. The hunger comes from within, and they're realizing, I want more. I deserve more. I want more. And you know what? Look at you. They're looking at a sweetheart. They're looking at a sweetheart. Like they they definitely they think that you're really sweet. They think that you're really kind, compassionate, caring, right? So I freaking love that. Okay, let's see where else they want to go. Nobody said it was easy. All right, let's see. Where do they want to go? This one? This one. Okay, here we are. You know, and the thing is like, we all have to go through this growth, right? So you have somebody who is realizing the rest of what they've been doing, it's leading them nowhere. All right, sorry, I had to get a sip there. Yeah, this person is rising like the phoenix, okay? This person wants a second chance. This person wants a new phase with you. And this person, it's all about transformation, regeneration, regrowth, right? They want to come in and tell you, like, I've changed. They just said something about, I changed my mind. That's probably not a great way to start it with us. I'll just be honest with you. I changed my mind. Yeah, that's probably not it. You better have a big gift if you're going to start it that way. But they're changing their mind on how they are looking at life and what they want out of it, right? Ooh, honey, they watching. Okay. So this can be like somebody is checking up on you. Like they're looking at your pictures, or they're going through pictures and remembering the past. This is somebody who could be telling you, like, hey, I learned from the past and I want to move forward. And again, like you've left the light on for this person. They see it. Okay. And it's like, they realize, like, I looked at things in a really weird way, and they want to come in, they want to talk to you, you know? They want new life, new growth. Like, this person is like, things are coming to light, and it could be with what's going on around them, but it could also be like internally, right? Like, I'm realizing I need to change. I need to heal. I need more. You know, this is all superficial and I'm not feeling that anymore. You know, think back, like, before you went through your healing and all of that, right? You looked at life differently. It wasn't the same. Now things are more intentional. Now you look at things, you know, with intention and with other things in mind. But it's like, this choosing to heal is definitely something that's on this person's mind. Listen, okay, Alyssa, you're gonna love this. Somebody thinks that you are the one. Okay, this is somebody who wants to, one, open their heart to you. Two, this person thinks that you guys are 100% perfect together, and they want to get together. Okay, they see you as the one. I know you love that, Alyssa. I'm just saying. Let's see, what else do they want to tell you? Expect a call. Expect a call. This person has a lot to say to you. They want to express something to you, and this is a message of love. They're thinking about you, and they really are trying to figure out how do I say this, you know? But there is this person that is dropping their mask, and they want to open up. Okay, they want to open up. And you know, if you think about it, you know, whatever happened in this person's life, some of them are, I just heard the word embarrassed. Some of them, there's hurt. Something that happened really, really has hit them to the core. And, you know, if you think about it, a lot of the times when we go through trauma, it makes you reevaluate your life. You know, when you go through disappointments and trauma and different things, you start looking at your life differently. And maybe something like that happened, and they really are having a hard time telling you this. But Your person also, they had a fear of abandonment. This is why they ran. This is why they always wanted you to chase them. They were actually, they may have come across very independent, but this person actually had a lot of codependencies. You know, they pulled these games, they did these things because they wanted you to constantly chase them. It made them feel like you wouldn't abandon them, right? So yeah, they definitely, they feel like they they might sabotage it a little bit, you know, but this person wants to work on it. This person wants to work on it. You know, they are letting go of that codependency. They, you know, they did have a fear of intimacy. They did have a fear of, you know, letting go, surrendering to this. You know, for a lot of you, this is very, there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion. But this person listened to their ego. Their ego said, hey, let's play games, right? But you weren't having that. No, we were not having that. So somebody's really hopeful that you guys are going to be able to overcome this. You know, they look at you as happiness. They look at you as joy. And somebody really wants to let go of this fear. Rise up is what I just heard. They want to exactly. I love that Empress energy. We don't chase, we attract. You got it. I mean, it's so true though, right? Let's see. Don't be quiet now. Tell us our secrets. Yeah, this person realizes they were in an illusion. Okay, this person realized that they were living lies, you know, and whatever they were with, whoever they were with, whatever they were doing, it wasn't who they truly are. This person wants to tell you that veil, they can see through the veil. Like, they see more of their truth, their honesty, and they want to tell you, like, they really are working on that healing. You know, they're really hoping that you will have the faith, have the, you know, you too are hoping and hoping that you guys get back together. They're saying something about listening to their intuition as well. You know, it's like they feel a call to move towards you. Yeah, they're thinking about you heavily. This person is thinking about you a lot. You know, they are saying they send you songs. They are sending you messages. So you may hear this person's voice. You may hear messages through music. You may see things even on the TV, right? Yeah, rent free, honey. You run circles in this person's head. You know, but look, there's that spark. Yeah, this person's like, it was written in the stars, by the way. There's a lot of passion here. They know your love is real, okay? Look, they just want to hold you again. You know, this person wants to hold you. What they're saying too is like, whatever they're going through right now, please send them your love. You know, please send them your love. And, you know, they can feel it when you send that energy. Yeah, dreams, daydreams. They can't get you out of their head, okay? They just can't. It's like, it's tower. Cards are flying. Oh my God. At least they fell onto the desk instead of the other way. Tower. Bless it. This deck is slippery. Slippery little thing. Yeah. Okay, listen. Your person has secrets. That's what they're afraid to tell you. This person has secrets, right? They know they got to tell you something, but they are scared to tell you this. Here we go. I got it. I got it. Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, if you're thinking about it, you know they're overthinking about it. You know, it's funny because, like, if you go, maybe you haven't gotten there yet, but It's like, you know, there will be times where you're just like, you haven't thought about this person in a while, and then all of a sudden you're like, what is happening, right? Like, what? Yeah, somebody has some massive regrets here, okay? And they want to tell you. Yeah, secrets, there's no place for those secrets, okay? So, you know, and when this person comes forward, you will know by their energy, by their words, what's the secret. You know, it'll be different for everybody. But like, reunion. Okay, let's see what this deck may tell us some of their secrets. Okay, let's see. But we definitely have you know, this energy, this Capricorn energy, this is a lot about changing directions, choosing a new direction, moving in a new direction, you know, taking action, okay, with these karmic ties, okay? So this person, and then maybe some of these secrets are about, like, karmic ties, you know, and like karmic situations, karmic third parties, like this could be friends, this could be family, this could be, an actual other person, right? But each person, it's going to be slightly different. Okay, somebody acted fake busy. Okay, they're just creating nothing out of nothing because they had a little bit of an addiction. Okay, this could be a secret, right? Somebody was always telling you, no, I'm busy, but they were busy doing other things. If you know where I'm going with that. Not for everybody, but that'll be for some. But they want to tell you that they're closing that cycle. Whatever these karmic ties, you know, they're closing that cycle. You know, again, you're dealing with somebody who didn't want a commitment, okay? Like right now, in the past. You know, this is like, to me, this feels like very past energy. This person, to me, doesn't feel like they're involved in that right now. Because they're like haunted by you. They're being so called to come towards you. They feel it in their soul that they need to tell you something. Yeah, I'm not feeling like it's right now. This because like this person's like thinking about like, I want to grow old with that person. I miss talking to that person. I miss having fun with that person. Or maybe so much time has passed that now you guys are like old. Just kidding. But they realize they have sabotaged, you know, they know they messed something really good up out of their own fear, out of their own ego. But they are thinking about like future. This person is definitely thinking about future, but they are worried that you have detached. Yeah, honey, don't claim what doesn't fit, okay? If you don't think your person had a little, you know, multi-people addiction, then, hey, don't claim that. That's not for you. But, you know, this person wants to let you know that they're letting go of whatever it was that has kept you apart, you know? Whether this was like self-sabotaging habits or other people, they feel connected to you. This person could be traveling to you. Yeah, it's not your fault but mine. Oh, they really effed it up this time. Bless their sweet little heart. Yeah, somebody could be traveling. They do feel like this is a difficult road, okay? And this is probably what has taken them so long, right? Now you have, yeah, they want to tell you they learned a lesson, a karmic lesson. And that's what had to happen. Like, God, the universe, the angels, source, oneness of all, we're not going to let this person come back in so that you did this again. Like, we don't have that much time, okay? Honey, we do not have that much time to keep redoing these freaking circles. So if you would have taken this person back, had they come in, and they were allowed to come in, we would have gone through this cycle again because they hadn't learned their lesson. So there is a major tower that has happened. There is a major upheaval, transformation Something has happened that they now feel like, oh my God, I am the problem in this repeating of cycles. I am the problem. And now they're telling you like, hey, I learned that karmic lesson, because before they hadn't. They would have just come back and done the same things to you. We can't have that. We do not have that much time. Okay, we're not here forever. Not in this lifetime. You know, we're just not. So, no. Exactly. Too much time. They think they took too much time for this reunion. Like, they're really worried because for a lot of you, this has been a while. You know, I honestly feel it's been very recent. Or if it hasn't happened yet, it's about to. You know, we'll pull some tarot here. But I'm going to tell you, like, usually when you start, like, shit, how many times have I thrown these decks on the card every time we talk about this? Somebody's going through it. There's a tower happening, you know, and this is what's causing people to make moves, right? Yeah. They were confused because it's like they just sat in that veil, in that darkness, and they sat in that confusion of what to do and where to go. But now things are moving, things are changing, things are happening. Yeah, this person knows that there is a spiritual soul contract. Okay, so this person, again, going through a spiritual awakening. You know, you've been through it, right? And they feel like both of you coming together, there is going to be, you taught them a lot of lessons. And to be honest, they probably taught you a lot of things too. I mean, look at you guys now. Totally different, right? You're now seeing yourself as worthy. You're seeing yourself as deserving. You have amazing, beautiful, healthy boundaries. Whereas I guarantee you before you didn't have that. And that was the lesson you had to learn, right? You had to learn that. You had to learn that you deserved more than just breadcrumbs. You had to learn that you deserved more than just words. Like, you need the actions. We can't just have somebody that's just going to spill whatever you want to say, but then treat you like a doormat. You stepped into your power. You stepped into who you're meaning to be, right? And if you're in this divine feminine energy, you're now in the energy of attracting. We don't chase. We attract. You know, and if it's not the vibrational match, it's not going to show up. Okay, and that's just how it is. So this person has to pick it up. You know, we have to be, exactly, we deserve to be at the top of somebody's priority list. We deserve the best treatment. You know, we deserve somebody who wants to work for it and work with us, not against us. You know, so there's a lot of things to think about. And when you start understanding it in an energetic standpoint, it starts being like, okay, I get it. Yeah, we can't drop down, you know, to a level that is not where we're meant to be. We are meant to keep rising. We are meant to keep pushing forward. And had this person come back and they were not in this healing mode, right, then they would have brought you back down to a different level. We would have repeated cycles, you know, until they figured it out. But thank God you guys kept going, right? You're still going on your path, which I absolutely love. Yeah, look at you. I mean, you're living your life. You're living in the moment. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I just saw that guy on the phone. For some of them, they had a workplace affair. Okay, for some people, this may have happened at work. Maybe they met this person at work. I just heard it was a married person for some of you. Some kind of workplace thing. It started at the workplace. They just said married, but that's not for everyone. Do not claim that if it doesn't fit. Yeah, but this person, what did I say? They had a workplace affair with a married person. And it was, they were looking at money, right? That maybe this person had more than you. Maybe this person was more stable. But, you know, whatever it was, they had different values back then. Yeah, don't claim it if you don't want it. It was a trap. Of course it was. This person is karmic. Oh, It was a trap. I bet you that guy on the phone comes out. Uh-oh, I was bamboozled. Where is Carol? Oh, no. Trapped me. That married person trapped me. They offered me money. They told me I was going to be stable. And, oh, shit, it's a trap. They got trapped. Oh, my God. But look. Alyssa, get ready. Get ready. You're going to love this. Somebody really is thinking about that next level commitment. That's for you, Alyssa. I mean, anybody else who wants it too. But here it is. I mean, and I do. Like, I think that this person has realized whatever the heck just happened, they were like, this is the most unstable thing I have ever been involved in. Now they're, like, looking at you as, like, freaking marriage material, and they're like, shit, do I pop the question when I meet? Probably not. That's weird. I haven't been there in, like, 3 years, right? But they're thinking about it. They're like, oh, hi. By the way, I got a ring. Yeah, we should do the thing, right? No. You got to make sure this person has changed. Oh, my God. Yeah, they're going to reach out. Look, that's that flower shop. That's that flower shop, you guys. What was the other word you used the other night? Was it bamboozled? Oh, my God. What was it? Listen, there's nothing. I can't tell you. Like, I get things whispered in my ear, and sometimes it just makes me laugh, and I can't stop it from coming out. But this person wants a conversation. They are at a friggin' flower shop, okay? So they're like, oh, I better send those flowers. I gotta like smooth it out before I get over there, right? And then they're gonna show up with a ring. No. But look, they know they were a clown, okay? They know they were complete clowns, right? Absolute complete clowns. Believed somebody that ended up being married that trapped them. Maybe they didn't know. I don't know. Who knows? You know, there's a lot of that goes around, FYI. I mean, I haven't been on the dating sites in a while, but I can't tell you how many people were like, oh, yeah, I'm married, but she doesn't care. I'm pretty sure she does. I'm pretty sure she does. Some of them may have had a love child. All right. I don't know who's in the room tonight, but here you go. Somebody may have had a love child on you. They're going to come back and be like, by the way, that married person that I was seeing at the same time I was seeing you, anyway, got a child. It was mine. I got trapped with a child. I don't know who's in here, but bless your sweet little heart. Where's that man on the phone? Yeah. And this could be it. Like, they haven't come forward because maybe there's child support. Look at that. There's child support issues. Oh, my God. Where's that man on the phone? Oh, look at this. Okay, so your person wants to have, I don't know, maybe this is someone who's going to watch this later after I post it, right? I don't know. You know, energy is weird. So it could be, this could be a message for somebody after I post it. But whatever this is, your person wants to have a come to Jesus. All right, they want forgiveness. Yeah, don't claim that if you don't want. If this doesn't fit your story, do not claim it. But they're bumping heads with the person that they're with, okay? And this is what's kind of illuminated some things to them. Your divine masculine fell out on the side, okay? So he's working his way up, but he's a little twisted, okay? He's not quite upright. He's still a little on the fence. Am I going to take this divine path or am I not, okay? He was like, maybe. I think it depends on what you say. Maybe. I might be a divine masculine. I might step up to that plate, but I'm not quite there yet because they haven't said anything to you, right? They have to take that honorable path. It's like they got to do things by the book. Like the divine's not going to be like, oh yeah, we'll give you your title back. No, you got to do the work. Oh, bless it. Poor thing. Yeah, they're not hopeful, okay? Because they know what they did in their shadow side, but it has been illuminated that they need to come forward. Yeah, they've seen somebody's true colors. And again, like they want to reach out, okay? So, oh my God, that is a wild ride. I don't want to keep playing in that. Oh my God, where do you want to go? Okay, tarot. Oh my God. I did. I kept seeing that guy on the phone just like bebopping his little head out. I was like, oh, not today. Not today. Get back in there. Then you got the crooked divine masculine. I mean, come on now. Get your life together. Are you taking this divine path or no? Like, freaking decide, right? All right, so I just saw the King of Wands in reverse. You know, this is somebody who's not feeling empowered. This is somebody who may have been in lustful energy or just in their ego, right? So you have somebody, yeah, there were third parties involved, okay? There were other people. Let me pull another one. Yeah. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure before I said anything. Yeah. So there was definitely other people involved, whether they had third parties or like multiple people, right? This person gave into like this devilish energy, whoever this is. Now, if it's not people, this person has a drinking problem. You know, this person likes to raise that cup. They like to celebrate. They like to party. You know, if it's not people, if your person wasn't involved in that, somebody had an addiction, you know, a social addiction. Okay. You figure it out, you know. Yeah. Don't come out. You stay in that deck. We don't have time for that phone call today. Yeah. This person is definitely feeling imbalanced. Okay. And again, like this could be, that temperance card in reverse can be somebody who has a substance problem, right? But it can also just be like they do things in excess, like third parties in excess, party in excess, spend in excess. Like they were living out of that ego, and that now they want to come in and be like, oh, you know, I have remorse. You know, I'm regretful. You know, it's like this person now wants to change their ways because, like, up here, they don't care. Like, they're living their best life, right? They don't care that it's causing conflict for you. But when it's in reverse, it's like now they see, like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You know, this is somebody who is regretting their decisions. This is somebody who is in their heart. You know, this is a heart chakra card. So it is somebody who is now like they're coming and looking at this particular situation with their heart, and they're realizing, you know, I left this person hanging. I left them out in the cold. I left them, and you guys continue to leave a light on for this person. And this is what's really, you know, it's got this person. Yeah, they know they've avoided. That's why I'm telling you, the tower's here. And it's like, this has just been like, they know they've been delaying the inevitable. Okay. So, I mean, that tower card, I'm telling you, it's something either happening, it happened recently or is about to. It is about to. Like, they can't resist this change because they were foolish, right? They were foolish. They were immature. They were irresponsible. And it's like they made poor decisions. This is somebody like, you know, the Page of Pentacles, when we had it earlier, this was you manifesting your stuff, right? This was you taking back your power and being like, I'm calling it in. I'm making plans. I'm doing the things. But this person doing the opposite. And they're like, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't care if it's foolish. I don't care if I'm just irresponsible and not doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, they don't care. And that's what's bringing in this tower, you know? But they're now sitting in, I'm not taking all that. Get back over here. So it's like this person now is like sitting in that remorse, that regret. Yeah. So again, they're living beyond their means. Okay. Somebody could be, they're just like, there's a lot of instability here. This is somebody who is reckless, you know, or they really, with the pentacle energy, it was like they were really drawn to flashy things. I just heard they really liked, this could be someone that was really drawn to labels, or, you know, they had to have certain things. They didn't care, right? It's not somebody who, this is a person that cared about what the group around them thought. This is a person that cared about, you know, outward appearances, but it didn't lead them in a good direction, you know? Yeah, now they want to make changes. This person is being drawn, okay? They want to make some changes here. And this is somebody who is, they're trying to work up the courage to turn this around. You know, it's like that gut. It's leading them to break free from those, like, a crowd mentality, right? It's somebody who, like, the Knight of Wands is somebody who is a free thinker, somebody who doesn't have to go with like the rest of society. This is somebody who is breaking free. There she goes. The dog agrees. Okay, so it's like they want to break free from whatever that is, like having to be one of the everybody's, you know. And yeah, this person is looking at you as incredibly stable, right? You probably grounded this person when you guys were together. You brought a lot of comfort to this person. That's why, like, they look at you as home. They look at you as somebody who left that light on, right? But they want to end this conflict. They want peace. This person knows that, you know, I have a spiritual agreement. I want to claim that. Yeah, claim it. I want to claim the spiritual agreement. You know, I want this harmony. I want this peace. I want, you know, for us to come up with some kind of agreement, right? They're real chatty, by the way. Oh my God, look at. All right, that divine masculine, that was a little lopsided earlier. Okay, so we do have a pair. You're not quite seeing this person eye to eye, though. Okay, so this person does want to come forward as the King of Pentacles. This person wants to come forward as stable. This person wants to come forward and tell you, like, hey, I want to provide for you. I want to do all the things, right? But just know, like, underneath, this person is completely overwhelmed. Like, their emotions are still kind of out of whack, right? They do want to come forward together, you know, real quickly. But you're being asked to really sit in that energy of healthy boundaries. Yes, we're so excited they're reaching out, but you have to remember, you have to stay in your truth. You have to stay in your boundaries. You have to continue that healthy boundary, because you do. I mean, we can't just rush right into anything wild. You have to make sure that this person is coming back correctly. Okay, and I know everyone's very excited. You know, if you hear from this person tomorrow, I know you're going to be very excited about this, but do not lose yourself. You know, be very clear with your boundaries with this person, right? We can't rush, because we don't want to repeat those cycles either. Exactly. All right, so yeah. They want to work up this confidence, right? But they're not feeling it, okay? It's like, look, I feel very disempowered right now. This person doubts. This person has a lot of, like, they're dealing with a lack of confidence. But they know they need to work towards this. Like, you're confident. You know, this person is really drawn to you. You know, they see you as confident, as happy, as, you know, bosses in life, right? But this has been delayed. This person feels really lonely, and they want to balance this out. Okay, so let me get you a couple of these, and then you guys, I will probably call it a night, because I gotta get up in the morning and take my little buddy to a movie. But I'll be back on our regular tomorrow. Okay, so listen, let's talk about this. What do they want to say to you, right? What do they want to say? And they're completely enchanted. Our theater over here is, they do a free movie on Thursdays, and tomorrow is the Garfield movie. So we're going to go see that. And, so I'm going to go pick up my mom, and then we're going to go to that, get our popcorn, you know, run our errands, do all the things, and, but I have to be up early. So yeah, your person definitely, the more they see you, the more that they have this love, this adoration. Their heart is really crying out for you. So this person, they do watch you. They're checking up on you, you know, and I will tell you, like, you guys, somebody's getting flowers. Look, there's a flower back there. this person does. They want to come to the edge, okay? And they want to spill their heart to you. And I really do feel like they do watch you. They check up on you, whether it's through people, whether it's online. There's some way that they are seeing you. And every time they see you, it's like their heart, because I can feel it in my heart right now. It's like their heart kind of has that little skipped beat, right? They're like, oh my God, like, how can I love this person anymore, right? Yeah, they stalk you. 100. Yeah, I mean, honestly, don't just give us flowers that we have to work for. Bring the whole friggin' thing, okay? Yeah, you're looking good. I mean, flowers. Somebody's getting flowers. They regret their past actions, okay? And it's like they want to chase you. They want, they said letting you go was the biggest mistake, right? Okay? So they want to chase you now. And here's the thing. Nobody's chasing anybody. It's your energies that are coming into a match, right? Nobody's chasing. We both are in that attracting mode. And so, but they do want to come forward. You know, they do want to come forward and they want to tell you, like, hey, my past actions were not legit, right? It wasn't who I am. I was wearing a mask. This is all happening in divine timing. You know, 11/11, things are coming into alignment. And you have somebody that's like, be patient, trust the process. You know, this person was shattered. This person, they were shattered when you decided to put up those boundaries. But it's also somebody saying like, hey, I'm breaking through these old habits. I'm breaking through all of this and I'm becoming the person that I'm meant to be. Oh, it is 11/11 and we just had that card, 11/11. I love that. See, things are coming into alignment. They really are. This person is breaking through all of those limiting beliefs, all of that past karma. Like they're breaking through this cycle because they want to be together with you. Okay? They do. They want to be together. So, oh my God, that reminds me of that movie. What was that? Oh, Notting Hill, where they were like on that bench, you know, at the end. Oh, so cute, right? I love that movie. I went to Notting Hill when I was over there. Cute. Anywho, so you have, they want to tell you, like, I'm really happy that we found each other, right? We're meant to be together. They feel this, you know, they feel it. But that's why they're breaking through whatever this is, right? Yes. And look, you guys are meant to be a power couple. You're the kind of couple that makes everybody jealous, right? They're like, oh my God, like, how does this person have so much chemistry, right? You guys are like, whatever it is that you are meant to do together, whatever it is you are creating together, whatever it is, you know, doesn't, even if it's just for you to heal each other, like whatever it is, there's an indestructible force between you. And so many people would be jealous of this connection just because of the energy between the two of you, you know. That's why you have people. Yeah, they also got a little tension, okay? They do. They got spicy thoughts, you know. They want a little healing. You know what I'm saying. They think about that. Yeah, but they were in their ego. And they're realizing this. Like, hey, I was in my ego. I allowed my pride to get the best of me. I thought I was the prize. But guess what? You are. That's why you're getting flowers. That's why you're getting gifts. Because you're figuring out, like, hey, some of them were a player. Okay? They talk to you in music. That karmic, I tell you what, they got them. They got it wrapped. They just continue to cause that drama. Okay, they continue. You are the prize. They're heartbroken without you. And this person, look, perfect pair. They feel this. You know, your energy matches them. They match you. You know, they're definitely, they want to come out here. They want to say something. They're moving towards you. They're building up their confidence. They really have been going through this awakening. You know, things are becoming clear to them. This truth has been illuminated. You know, they can't hide from this anymore. I'm telling you, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, they got this person. pulling them by the collar, like, excuse you. You think you're going to leave them hanging much longer? I don't think so. Get back here, right? You are all up in their head. The beautiful jewels that you are, right? I mean, honestly, you're all up in their head because your guides, your ancestors, their guides, your ancestors, their angels, you know, they're not letting this go. They're like, honey, not today. You gonna be thinking about this all day for the next 2 months until you do something about it. And that's exactly it. They're like, oh God, I have to do something. Okay, they're leading me over to the tea. Hold on, what's the tea want to tell us? What's the tea want to tell us? Bless it. Yeah, they're being led, okay? Yeah, I do love a good crystal crown. Yeah, I do. You know I do. I love them. They're so cute. All right, what's the tea want to tell you? Let's see. The apple of somebody's eye is what they just said. Okay. Oh, look at, we got rabbit. I'm telling you, somebody had too much sexual energy, okay? Somebody did. I don't know who that's for, but, and there's money problems here, okay? Yeah, the tea's gonna spill it for you. Somebody's making a plan, okay? Somebody's making a plan. They're getting their monies together, okay? They're getting their monies together. They know they were stubborn, okay? Somebody knows they were stubborn. Now, okay, so they're going back to basics, okay? They're going back to basics. They're like, I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I gotta change it, you know? They're going back to just like what they need to do. This person wants to reach out to you, okay? This is a hint. This person wants to reach out. They may need guidance. Maybe they're going to ask you for help, you know? There's something about them, you know, being in a situation, and they are going to reach out. They're afraid that they broke this bridge with you, okay? So they're afraid that this isn't going to be successful. Honey, they got a lot of passion for you again. They love to tell you this. But yeah, you have somebody who does want to reach out. They're going through a lot of worry, depression, anxiety, you know. All right, let's see. Oh, so you know how we always say, like, when the two of you guys come together, you're meant to create something, right? Well, there is a money path waiting to be found, okay? And this is only temporary. These problems are temporary. Yeah, there's a lot of talk. They want to tell you secrets is really what I'm getting. They want to tell you their secrets. Let's see. Bird. You're just waiting. You're waiting on this news, okay? You know, you're waiting on this news and you're not being crazy, okay? If you're feeling like this is for you, not all of it, you know, you claim what you want, but if you're feeling like this is your situation, you're not crazy. You're not delulu, okay? Like, this is legit. You're feeling this for a reason. You know, everything's happening right on target. So continue to know that. Time is just, it's an idea, really, right? We are already in union, if you think about it, okay? So time it's a construct, right? So if we think of it that way, and you go forward that way, it's a little easier. You're already there. Now we're just waiting for a couple things to catch up. You know? Okay, kids, I'm going to get you some mantras, and then I'm going to go. But I do want to say I'll be back on the other one tomorrow. I'm probably going to do once a week over here just to kind of, you know, see. And then, like I said, if I can do, like if I can stream on both, I will do that. And then that way, whoever wants to do whichever. I know the other one gets, yeah. Oh my God, of course. Yeah, I'll have more time. So we can do some charms. You know what? Do you guys want like some charms in your readings? Like when I do them, for like your members or the subscribers or on my page? Should I add charms to that? Is that something you guys want? Yeah. Yeah. because I don't mind at all. Yeah, you guys, and especially subscribers, like, just drop me a line. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, you know, because I want to help you. I want to give you, you know, what it is that you're looking for. So, but yeah, let's do a couple mantras. And subscribers, I will have a moon message up for you, so that way you can get ready for the moon tomorrow. And then, of course, I'll have one up for everybody too. But, all right, let's see. Yeah, we'll do charms. Remind me tomorrow. We'll do some charms. If you guys want to do the runes, we can do that. All right, let's see. What do they want to tell you, you guys? Woohoo! Listen. I know it's been a struggle, okay? We started out with that, you know, you were overcoming transformation and towers, right? Universe, show me how it gets better. Talk to your angels. Talk to your guides. Talk to God. Talk to whatever you know, and it's tell them, like, please, show me how this gets better. Because it is getting better. So sometimes we just have to communicate that, right? Show me how it gets better. I don't work for money. Money works for me. So if you've been in, you know, money is energy too. So if it's not money that you're worried about, and it's more like you just feel like a little unstable, you know, there's instability around you, know that it's coming in, okay? So I don't work for money. Money works for me. And then you also have my energy is expansive and exclusive. Yeah, it is. You learned to value yourself. You learned how valuable and how worthy you are of things, right? So you're not just letting anybody and everybody in your energy. I'm not saying like you shut people out, but you just don't. You just don't. Because not everybody is meant to come into this next chapter with you, okay? Not everybody is, and you're realizing that. So your energy is expensive. It is exclusive. You know, we're not an open door here. Like, get out of here already. I am a money magnet. All right, money's coming in for somebody. I don't search for love. Love searches for me. And that's it. You're attracting it, right? You're attracting love and money. For some of you, this is going to be with one person. You're going to get both, right? Like the money's going to roll in. You're going to have this beautiful love. I'm in alignment with the frequency of luxury. And that's it. You've raised that vibration. It's time. You've done the work. Ooh, and listen. I feel safe receiving love, okay? It's time for you to open that heart. Allow yourself to receive. That is the divine feminine energy. It's time for you to open your heart to receive. It is safe for you to receive love. You know, a lot of us have been scared because it's been, you know, we've been through so much. But, oh, look at these cute little emojis. So adorable. So yeah, it's safe. It's safe for you to receive this love. Open that heart, because it's not just love, it's money. It's I want to say it's stability, right? We're letting go of that survival, and we're learning to thrive, right? So it's like, let go of living in survivor mode. Okay, that will just get you. But it is time for you to come from that into thriving. We're going to go from survive to thrive. Okay? What can't we do on TikTok? What can't you do on TikTok? We can't survive? No. They're trying to push us out. It makes me laugh. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Do they have emojis? Yeah. We are thriving now, and we need to sit in that mindset. So tonight, if you guys have not written out your perfect day, or whatever it is that you're trying to call in, right? Whatever you're trying to manifest, if you have not written that out, I highly suggest doing it before you go to bed. Write it down. I personally like to put mine with crystals, but I'm a crystal lover, okay? So I love it. I personally would use clear quartz because it amplifies whatever that intention is. So Write out your list. What is it that you want? What are you calling in? What's your perfect day? Make a plan, right? Just write down even a brief plan. Show God, show the universe that you are serious about this. Like, okay, this is how I envision it coming in. This is how I envision my life. And then really, start thinking about it. Like, okay, if I could do anything today, if today was my perfect day, what would that look like? Write it down. And then wrap a little crystal in there. Clear quartz. I love a clear quartz. You amplify everything. You can program it to do whatever you want, okay? And that's a lesson for another day. But definitely write it down and use this. Use this as a time to really organize your thoughts, right? Use it as a time to really get that idea together and work with God, the universe, the angels to bring that in, It helps when you have a plan. It really does. But anywho, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the other one tomorrow. And, yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll get Muffin to we'll do another video tomorrow. He'll love it. He'll love it. He'll love to pick out a song and and make silly videos for you. I appreciate you guys, honestly. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.